Hello everybody, my name is Albert Inostrix and today we're going to be playing, you guessed it, the Stanley Parable. So I have played a small amount of this game before. Turn the master volume down just a little. Extras? Sure. That was weird. Okay. Anyways, I played a little bit of it, like 5 minutes maybe. But anyways, let's get into this, because it has been years since I played this, and I thought this was a really good game from what I played. And 95% of the reviews online are saying that it's fantastic, and that there's just so much you can do and so much to find, and there's like hidden Easter eggs and stuff like that. So I'm excited to give it a shot. Speaking of which, let's give it a shot. Oh, can you guys not see my mouse? Has that been a thing forever? You guys just haven't been able to see my mouse? Oh, was my computer froze? Oh my gosh. Well, it's loading. Very slowly.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Why is it lagging?
Stanley worked for a
Oh my
comfort
god.
company
What
in a
is
big
happening?
building where he was
Okay. So my computer is apparently having a goddamn stroke. So I'm gonna see if whatever I just did may have fixed it. Is it just that intro part? No, it's still lagging. Okay, hold on. Video, aspect ratios should be fine. Display, yeah, let's do borderless window. Field of vision. Oh my god. Sure, a little bit. Utilize multiple speeds pressing your system. Oh my gosh. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's see. Are we lagging?
All of his co-workers
We're still lagging.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
We're still
Perhaps he
lagging
had simply
pretty
missed a memo.
bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah. I genuinely have no idea why, but apparently I just cannot run this game right now. Maybe? Give me just a second. $17? There's not 17 of those open. What? Bullshit. Like, don't get me wrong, that would explain a lot, but what the fuck? Okay, so it was not the video that's messing it up. Okay. Let's try this. Begin the game again. Oh, look at that loading time. Oh, I didn't get the initial cutscene. Fuck you.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and punched buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year.
My
And
god.
although others might have
So I'm not gonna sit and make you guys suffer through that any longer. Jeebus. I don't even know, like, how I'm supposed to deal with that. Genuinely. I'm gonna try a thing real quick. I'm hoping this doesn't take my stream down. There's only one way to tell. Okay. 16. No. Fuck you. Okay, fuck it. Let's try this one more time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. It's a beautiful mountain. It's so bright outside. Why? What room was it? 420?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Thank you. Okay, stream is back to normal. So sorry about that, guys. Oh, I turned it off. I should have read what was on it first. Actually, I should make sure that all the other computers are also off. These people are wasting electricity like this, you know? You can't turn that one off. What the hell?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What? How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh god. I don't know, man. They're all standing the same way. Number of slides on this slide. Slides. Charts and slides. Charts. Rate which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh my god. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Please, no more charts before we go. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to... Oh, God. Solving personal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself but more inclined toward conflict, unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, why did we hire you? Remember, it takes two... What are your dreams for the future? Less air. Pollution. Comatose. Metamorphosis. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion. expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all.
I'm
He
reading.
seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Alright, listen here, you fucking prick. Okay? I'm reading shit. It's important, obviously. I'm learning. That's what this office is for. Whatever. Synergize core value expended. Ooh, monetize. The broom closet. Of all the doors that I could open, why did it let me open the broom closet? No. No. Do I go...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll go to my boss's office. I want to know what's happening. Where the fuck is everybody? Why the fuck is this area so lavish? Executive bathroom. What if I gotta go to the bathroom, mate? Fuck you. What's this? Your computer's not even on. Your phones don't even work. Where's everybody? These doors? No? Maybe? Who knows? Ooh, a plant. Love it. Anyways.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Except for the doors closing behind him.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
Yes. You said I wouldn't know, so I'm not going to know, and I'm going to ignore that entirely. And I'm going to leave the office.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I'm trying to leave,
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Fine, shut the fuck up.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Or not. Oh god. Oh, I hate the sound in here. It's dark. I am the boss when it comes to playing hide and seek. They'll never find me here. Anyways, there's a big red button. I should press it. Oh my god. Things are happening. I am terrified. Oh, loading screen. Don't crash my computer. Again. Please.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Nope.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Nope, not even feeling
This
it.
question would not go unanswered for long.
You sure about that?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or I could go to the escape. Kinda digging the escape. Yeah, whatever.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Boop, bypass button. Or not. What does that say? I can't read it. Ooh, what's this? Also, how come when I click it makes computer typing sounds?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one
There's
of them,
nobody there.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Several of these are the same. These aren't even all the people, you liar. You're full of shit. What does this button do?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Possibly. Who knows?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Possibly. Only one way to find
Here
out.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Is he gonna tell me to turn it off? Just pressing an off button wouldn't just like... I didn't even click the button. Eh, who knows, maybe I did on accident.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Not really.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Nah.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
There's gotta be something else doing here. Not letting people control my life anymore. You can't tell me to step through the door. I'm not doing it. Last time I let you control me. Achievement unlocked. You can't jump. Fuck. Do I have to? Do I gotta? What if I don't wanna? It's bright and vibrant out there. But like also, I don't know, man. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I think this is the best place to just kind of walk out. That's really pretty though. Anyways. Oh, I can crouch. Alright, fine.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Nope, I'm kind of disappointed in this ending. Actually, I'm really disappointed in this ending. Not okay with that. Come on, load me. Wait, it's... Is it going back to the main menu? Or is it... What's it loading? Oh. Excuse me, I am so sorry.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Oh, wow.
He will be told what to do.
Oh, wow.
Now it's just a little bit closer.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's even closer.
Oh my gosh.
Here it comes.
Hey. Okay, well that was a short ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Nope.
open doors,
Fuck
this
you.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep. Probably. Ooh, this is a pretty
Yes,
room.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
But not actually drinking anything. Alright.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Ooh.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Hey.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey, what a dick.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Ooh, I know that painting. But I don't want to take the first door on my left. Do not lie if you are
Stanley
lying
was so bad
right
at
now.
following
Stop.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, for real. Ooh. I followed directions at one point. Ah! Stop doing that. The door? There's key card. Alright, let's find a key card, guys. Also, I can't jump. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Who are you?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Okay.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. 2B1. 2B3. Where's 2B2? 2B4. Oh, 2B5.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
They both look the same. What's the difference? This one has a thingy-a-dolly. Yep,
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
kind of.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, god damn it. Oh! Loading screen.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
A doorway. Maybe. Whoa.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah, I don't want to feel happy.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Okay. Whoa, I didn't even see that.
Right. Where were we?
Is there more to this? Is this all it does? Not gonna lie, this place is quite beautiful. I really like how they put this together. The music, the ambiance sounds, whatever you want to call it, it's quite wonderful. And I'm bored.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I mean, why would the stairs have rails, man? Why would I die? Why would I get hurt? Don't worry, bruv.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, is that a ledge? Okay, yeah. I don't want to jump off and die. It's just gonna take me back to this, though, isn't it?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Okay, I'm bored again.
No. What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Do you have anything else?
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I am.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yeah.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
No. I'm bored. Want to do stuff. I want to do stuff. Let's do stuff.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I don't care if it's good. I want something to happen. That's boring.
No. No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
You should say, I don't know, other things in a different voice. You should talk in a different voice. Hup.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
One more time. I'll give it one more shot.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
That is really pretty. And I do like space, so this is really pretty too. But also, I'm bored.
No, perhaps not.
Nope. I'm gonna toy with your emotions. I just want to see how
My
far.
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Kinda. Got any other wise words of wisdom to convince me not to jump off again?
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Maybe it can be. In your wildest dreams, but not today. Listening to the emotion slowly drain from his voice as he watches me launch myself from the balcony over and over again. What'll he do this time?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I'm going back. The end. Hello. Welcome.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Wait, what? That's not the dialogue.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck it. No extra commentary?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, he didn't. He started snooping through all this stuff. Duct tape! I love duct tape.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Door physics. Squeak!
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing sweet fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
That looks like a radioactive symbol. I want to touch it.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
There's duct tape.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
My dad uses that
I
wrench.
never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite. I hope your friends find this concerning.
My friends find everything I do concerning.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug
What a
money.
dick.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hell yeah.
Well,
That's why
I've
I'm in
come
the
to a
broom
very
closet.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm not. I'm moving
You got to
around.
this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Right.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Yes.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer,
Wait,
making
what?
sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Wow.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
There's nothing else to do in here.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Bet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Oh
A
my
fish,
god.
Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think he's actually done talking. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken
Oh
that risk?
no.
All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Indeed.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Ooh.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like what?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Yeah.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
1, 2,
And
B4.
at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I didn't say that.
Oh, what a relief Stanley
That
felt to have
does look
finally
very
found an
similar.
answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
You might lose your
He
job.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
No.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
No, I
and
didn't.
It too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Wow.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Probably.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
No.
And he invited himself to wake up.
No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
No.
I want my apartment and my wife.
I have a wife?
And my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
That's not how that works.
I am okay.
No, I'm Stanley. Ha! Called it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Oh my God.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And then the cops shot her. Hey!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
I don't have any feet.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but
Hello,
you
Image Gaming.
all this time.
Play Lunch Lady
There's
game.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by
I will
yourself.
look that up in a bit.
Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
Who? If I just jump off this and die, what happens then?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yeah.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
No, they think I'm very dead. Okay, let's do this one more time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Yep,
and
I know.
Stanley knew it perfectly
I know,
well.
shut up.
Perhaps he wanted
Shut
to
up.
stop by the employee lounge first.
Nope.
Just to admire it.
Nope. Don't care.
The lounge was sublime.
Don't
a
care.
work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You're one to talk. Literally, you're
Look, Stanley, I
one
think
to
perhaps
talk.
we've gotten off on the wrong
I don't
foot
have
here.
any feet. We talked about
I'm not
this.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
Is
you've
that door?
forgotten about.
What's door?
Please,
There's doors over there.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who the fuck is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
My mom? My sister? My wife?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Sure. Who is it? What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Fuck you.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
But hear me out. I don't care. I'll sit here in the hallway. Dick. Fine.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wow. No. Fuck you. I'll wait. I pressed all the numbers except for one. Even press the keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Fuck you.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I didn't choose this life.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
What the fuck?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wow. Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he
Oh
could go
my
through
God.
either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh my god.
As he wandered through this fantasy
What the fuck?
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh. Tell your kids. I don't have any kids. You
It was such a
dumbass.
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
tell my wife I love
But
her.
there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
Oh my
Nothing has
God.
changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. And not do it. It even says please though. Please press Z to be at work in the morning. It's so kind. That clock is actually ticking. Holy shit. I wonder if it's actually a fully functional clock. Huh. It kind of looks like it is. I think it actually is. Holy shit. It's actually a fully functioning clock. No shit. Right on, guys. Fucking hell.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
I doubt it.
And I tried again.
Please
And Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I don't want to die. What the fuck? Hey, yo, fuck you. How's it going, mate?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
No. I wanted to leave that one, but... What? Input received. What more? Wait, how do I do more? How do I give it more input? I want to do input. Input. Bloop, 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 bloop. How do input? Okay. Just gonna check on every computer on the way, because that has piqued my curiosity.
When Stanley came to a set
Yes.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Wow,
Feeling
how
a wave of
strange.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. What? No. I like the panda. He looks so sad. I don't like this place anymore. I go farther up. Ooh. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I'm digging this music, man. Fine, we'll go down. Okay. Am I down? I'm in the same fucking spot. I don't want to go into the thing. No, I'm going back. Or not. Oh, I can go into the bathroom. That's awesome. I've got the feeling money's for stealing. But not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. Can I use the toilet? Extreme bathrooms. Like, give me like, okay. And I can't go back. Panda murderers. Fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Correct.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Wow.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. It's almost like I was left with no choice or something. Again.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Welcome to death. I did it. I died.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Bang.
So he resigned,
Oh,
willingly
those are bigger than I
accepted
thought they
this
were.
violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Bang.
Stanley.
Right on. Hit me.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Wait, who's talking?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh. Is this heaven?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is cool. A selection of sounds used throughout the game. The buttons are pressed. Ooh. Ooh, all the paintings. Cool. Hey, I turned you guys off. Oh, okay, whatever. Boss's office. What? What? Oh! Oh, from the development, okay. Office clock. Oh, wow, thanks. What's this? Underground, yep. Employee lounge. Narration outtakes.
Then he pushed them to the floor. Stanley stood. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you? Sure.
Okay. This is really cool though. I like this. Freedom ending. I've gotten that one. Also freedom ending. Countdown desk. Ooh. A door over the... Oh, it's a window. Monitor room elevator. Countdown room. An exit. Game design mockup. Hey! Stanley's office. Oh, I can't actually go into it. Oh, that's sad. The lounge. The office. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Okay, I'll read those some other time. Just screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. What? Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? Green light. Oh, okay. Gotcha. The point of the Stanley Parable HD. Oh my god. Larger words. If someone could just get rid of the text, maybe when I could see the game is... Oh my god, that's awesome. Warzone. Oh man, you should have went for it. That would have been epic. An ending where Stanley fights aliens? Bruv. That would have been badass. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance. Oh, right on. The office. Here's everything. Okay. So let's go ahead and head to the exit here. We get one more run in after this, and then I think we're going to have to call it good for the night. Exploring the Stanley Parable.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yes.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
No, I'm still in the game. So if I do that...
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I don't think so.
When Stanley
I'm gonna
came
disobey
to a
him at
set of
every
two
turn.
open this was not the correct way to the
Every
meeting
turn.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Nope.
just to admire it.
Nope.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I don't have feet.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Yep.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Cool.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design,
Parable.
and you can give me some feedback.
Psychopath. Thank you.
There we go.
Oh.
Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well,
question.
It's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. Can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, alright. Okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it
Sure.
up.
Oh my god.
In this game,
Do
the
it.
baby crawls left towards danger. You
Ah.
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
Bastard.
Oh.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
Babies.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
I said
I'm not even going
more
to try.
choices.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Eat bee. How do I eat bees? I don't know how to eat bees. Calm down, Tim Tim. Oh.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
It's the shittiest dirt house I've ever seen in my life.
You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Ooh. It was in Tim Timid's dream. I will stub your toes, I swear. Sounds good, my man. Fine, I'll go in the fucking dirt house.
Isn't it grand?
No.
Isn't it perfect?
No.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must
No.
rebuild it out of diamond.
Oh, God.
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes.
No.
Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
I don't want to go mining. I go mining all the time when I'm playing normally. Now I have to do it while I'm playing with you.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Thought you had one.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Hey, what a dick. Minecraft's great. Excuse me?
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Oh my god.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
We've just straight up ripped off Portal and Minecraft.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
I'll have you know I'm actually really good at Portal. Once I can get the block to sit correctly. You dick.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
What?
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of the...
What? Was I not supposed to drop through there? Ooh! What? Oh! Hi. Doors. I like doors. 509. Okay, this area's kind of making me uncomfy. Oh. It's like a backwards layout of... Okay. There's a light bulb there. 427. Nah. Not about that life. What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
It's like the
He
back
needs
rooms.
me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end.
I believe
make
so.
sense
I
out of
believe
the
that is
chaos
what it
and the
is.
fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Are you?
Oh, yes.
Is that?
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Yeah?
The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Yeah? So
I
soon?
can wait.
Can you? One more. Ooh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean,
What?
truly, deeply, madly love.
No.
But eager to get back to business,
What the
Stanley
fuck?
took the first open door on his left.
Fuck it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Goodbye.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I feel like it's not. Okay. Whatever. Ah.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Nah.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh
and this
my
time,
God.
suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh my God. Let's try this again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley
What could it
decided to go
mean?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Oh.
simply missed a memo.
Can I go back? Yeah. I can. There's nothing back here, though. There's nothing here! Oh, it's infuriating. This one doesn't even have a number on it. I hate it.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Why is there so many doors?
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
Nah.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go this way. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? Hey, I just went into an area, you dick.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
No, it's
Why
not.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
God damn it. What the hell could I have missed?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Hey!
I know you put in a lot of hard work.
Yeah, I
It
did.
really paid off, so good job.
Right on. I win, man.
No, I don't feel right about this at
Oh.
all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that
Yes, I
win.
did.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
I'm
getting
winning.
weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh my god. I can't believe he's going to make me do it again. Oh my god.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
Oh.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's... Okay. Follow the line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Yeah.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Yes.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of
What
this
the
office,
fuck?
is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
Oh my god.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, Jesus, god damn. Oh my god, why? It's actually so loud I had to turn it down.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and
Okay.
remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, cool.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line,
Yes.
you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's a line.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
Yep.
after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Ooh. The Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I was
We're
having
intelligent
fun.
people,
Fuck you.
Right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
How about you just open the door and let me go back?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Are you?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
Ha,
I'd
nice.
also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's really pretty. Where are you going?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
I have
And
no
since
idea.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Yeah? The fuck is that? The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Probably not.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Oh God, no.
Well, in the meantime...
Oh my God.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Possibly.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future?
No.
Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah? Clickety click, click, clickety click, click. This is what it told me to do. Try to follow the story, but I cannot because somewhere along the line it stops me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. Who calls it that?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Well, you know.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Turn on the camera.
Jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Cool.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh God. Oh, freedom means nothing. Or obviously not in America. Oh dear God.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Yes, it can.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Most likely.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
That's why he never dies.
His emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably. How old is I?
No.
How old is I?
He refused
How old is
to
Stanley?
believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Oh, too
His
bad.
own life in someone
Pirate.
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It wouldn't surprise me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
One, two. Five. Three. Where's four? One of these has to say 4 on it. Because there's 5. Here's the power button. Oh, stairs. Don't tell me this is 4 right here. Is this 4? This is 4. Okay. 0142 0521 0521. I'm finding numbers on the walls. 0001. Zero 0142. There's no 0. Is there a 0? I need to know now. Zero, 1, 4, 2. I don't see a 0 anywhere, but I see a 1, 4, 2. Okay, well I'll go hit the power button. Because I know in here it says turn it on or off.
And when at last he found the source of... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Thank you.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler.
2 is green.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Cool.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
I'll figure
Will
it
you
out.
cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good, Rivage Gaming. How are you? Ooh, I just got annihilated. So, about 40 minutes ago, I said something along the lines of, this will have to be the last one for the night. And then it wasn't. And then I kept going, and going, and going and going and going. And now it is 12:43 my time, and I have to say, it is definitely time to shut down this stream. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. This was the Stanley Parable. Fantastic game. There's still more endings that I haven't explored, as you could obviously tell. There's so much to do in this game apparently. So if you like this video,
All of his co-workers were gone.
how
What
dare
did it
you?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the
No.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If you like this video, go ahead and like this video. If you have any hints, tips, tricks, that kind of stuff, comments for what kind of games you'd like to see me play next, go ahead and leave those in the game, or in the in the games below. Go ahead and leave those in the comments below. If you enjoy my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell next to it, so you get notifications every time that I post a new video or start a new stream. And as always, my name is Operator Nostrix, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!